There's a painful moment almost everyone experiences at least once in life. A moment you never forget. You're talking to someone like you always do. They laugh, they respond, they share things with you. And then one random day, they're just different. The replies get shorter, their tone gets colder. Their eyes stop lighting up when they see you, and you sit there wondering, what changed? What did I do? But the truth is darker than that. People don't suddenly change. They accumulate reasons silently and act all at once. Maybe you've lived this. Someone who once valued your presence starts treating you like an option. Someone who once fought to stay starts creating distance. And the worst part? They won't tell you what's wrong. They won't explain the shift. They won't admit the real reason they're pulling away. So you blame yourself. You replay every conversation. You overthink every small gesture. You wonder if you were too much or not enough. But you're wrong about all of it. Because what people show you in the end is never as simple as the story you tell yourself. Psychology tells us something uncomfortable. People rarely change in a day, but they hide their dissatisfaction for weeks, months, sometimes years. Why? Because most humans avoid conflict. They avoid uncomfortable conversations. They avoid emotional responsibility. So instead of telling you, I'm hurt, I feel unappreciated, I expected more from you, I'm losing interest, they say nothing. They hold it all inside until one morning, their silence is heavier than their effort, and you feel the sudden change. But it wasn't sudden at all. It was accumulated silence finally breaking. And here's the darker layer. People don't change alone. They change because of new influences, new friends, new attention, new validation, new pressures, new desires. Modern society makes this even worse. Social media constantly tells people, you deserve more. You can upgrade. You can replace. You don't have to explain. So instead of repairing bonds, people look for exits. Instead of communicating, they seek distractions. Instead of being loyal, they follow whatever feels good in the moment. You didn't lose them by accident. You were outweighed by a new emotional reward. And if you look closely, the signs were always there. The delayed replies, the lack of curiosity, conversations that feel like chores, their smile fading, their excuses increasing, their presence shrinking. These aren't sudden changes. These are slow deaths that you didn't want to accept. People don't change overnight. You just notice it overnight. And one day, their distance becomes obvious. So obvious that even your hope can't deny it. That's the collapse moment. A moment when you finally accept that the person standing in front of you is not the same person you once knew. They've changed their tone, their priority, their energy, their intention. But most painfully, they've changed their truth. And sometimes, they've changed their loyalty too. Here's the truth no one wants to say out loud. People don't change because of you. People change because of who they became when you weren't looking. And that transformation began long before you ever realized it. What feels sudden to you is actually the final chapter of a story they wrote silently. So what do? You stop chasing explanations. You stop fighting for someone who already checked out. You stop trying to revive an old version of them that no longer exists. Let them become whoever they want to be. You become who you were always meant to be. Because sometimes, people don't change out of betrayal. They change to make space for the person you will become after they leave. And that's the kind of change you never see coming. But it's always the one that saves you. If human psychology, especially the hidden reasons behind human behavior, fascinates you, then welcome home. This is Mindcore Therapy.